Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, whenever you're watching this video. We are actually going to go over how to create your very own QR code. It's super simple and super fun to create, and I encourage you to have a lot of fun with it. Maybe make a crazy one, and then as you hone your skills, get to where you're making some really professional looking ones. I enjoyed the very first one I made, and I love making them for our clients. So I'm excited to walk you through this process. We're going to come over to sites on the left-hand side of your screen, and across the top, it's all the way over QR codes is what it's called. If you don't see QR codes, that's okay. I just need to turn it on for you to be able to see it. And some of them didn't get turned on right away. So just let me know. I'm happy to turn that on for you if you don't see it. So all you're going to do is click QR codes. And it's going to take us into the create your QR code area. So here are QR codes that we've already made. This is the first one that I made. I went super colorful, really bold, really wild, used all of our really vibrant colors and our logo in the center that you can see. And then you label it when you're making it. So I just made sure that we knew that it was a test. Uh, then Christy made a really fun one with our little astronaut auto in the middle, as you can see right here. And then she also made one, just a regular black and white one with our logo in the center. So there's lots of possibilities. You can go as wild and colorful as you want. You can also go as tame as you want. It is completely up to you. So we're just going to come up to create QR code and we're going to make one together. So the first thing it's going to ask you to do is name it. So I'm going to name this one demo. And then here it says select your QR type. So is this going to hold a website? Is it going to hold a review link? Is it going to hold a number for them to call? Is it going to hold an SMS message? Is it going to hold an email? So we're going to just say website link because that's going to be the most common QR code that you guys are probably going to make, is that it's going to a specific website. And that's all we do on this screen. We're going to name it and select what type of QR code. We're going to hit next. This is where you pop in the link that your QR code is going to go to. That's all you do on the screen is you just get the link. So have your link that you want to assign the QR code ready when you're about to make it. That way you can just copy and paste right on in here. And the final step is the QR code creation. So what it looks like. Again, you can literally just stop right here. That is your QR code. You don't have to do anything else and you can move on with your life. You can download it as a PNG, SVG, or PDF. So if it's going on a website, SVG is really great because it can go as small and as big as it's needed on a website and it doesn't lose its integrity. PNG, it's pretty much going to need to be the exact size that it is in order for it to be really clear and not grainy. And of course, a PDF is really good for something that's going to be on maybe a brochure or a flyer or, all of that good stuff. So you save it and download it to your computer and you're done. If you want to get wild and crazy like I did with our colors, you can come over here and begin to play around with the different color aspects. So the background color is, as you may guess, oh, is the actual background of the QR code. So I'm just going to make it a bright purple, and then the dots are the center. So I'm going to just choose colors that are going to be really, that are going to help you understand which section that it is it's coloring. It's probably going to look wild at the end, and that's okay. This is just for learning purposes. Of course, if you have your hex codes and you're going off of hex colors, you can always put your hex colors in and it will be your branded colors. And then the marker border color. Oops, let's see it. Okay, so that's the border of the markers. And then the marker center, as you guessed it, the little white or the little black dots. So let's make those a color we can see. All right. This is looking real 80s real fast. Then you get to pick the shape and form. So it can look a lot of different ways and you can kind of click and choose which one you feel like looks best for you. And each one has their own unique. I really like the little dots. They make me. And then you can pick the border, the marker border look and feel. And then you can pick the marker center. So you can make it square and square, or circle and circle, however you're feeling. And then you can choose to put your logo or any uploaded image. So it doesn't have to be your logo, it can, but it can be any uploaded image, or it can be any of the logos in here. So if it's your YouTube channel, you can put the YouTube sign in it and it can go into your YouTube. If it's Facebook, your Instagram, maybe it's your PayPal and you're wanting to like scan it and you want it to be all branded, that's perfect. So you can use these, or you can add in any image you want, and it's going to pull from your media storage. So if you don't have that image in your media storage, it's going to pull up your media storage. And of course, you can download anything into your media storage to be able to use. So we can grab one of these images and just kind of see what that would look like. And there it is. There's our image. And it's even moving. So if you put a GIF in there, it will move, which is awesome. Now, if you make it a PDF, it's going to obviously freeze. But there's your image right there. And then you just hit save. And voila, you're done. And then it's here always, and you can always come back and edit it. And then you can download all of the different versions of it from here. So you don't have to download it there. You can always come back. You can delete it if you're done with it or don't want to use it again. So that is how you, from start to finish, create your very own QR code. And I hope that was a super helpful video.